Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulous. I got my quick thoughts on Survivor Game Changers, Season 34, Episode 8. A line drawn in concrete. Now, they all in the tropics, so I got sand all around. But somebody is drawing lines in concrete on Survivor. I'm Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Thanks for coming back, or welcome if it's your first time. Liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks for doing all of those good things. Okay, so last week my list was Cirie and Michaela, and I think that Ty might have been in there, but it was basically Cirie and Michaela. So Ozzy went home on the last vote. Remember, I didn't remember who had gone home on the last vote, but it was Ozzy. Debbie says that they have 6 strong, and that 6 strong includes Troyzan and Ty. Boo! And then they're going to pick off the 5, Debbie says, the 5 weak, which includes Michaela and Cirie. All right. So Michaela is not picked for the reward challenge. They do like a schoolyard pick. So I guess she's the last one. Don't nobody want her on their team. Or the person who's picking doesn't want, the 2 people who are picking don't want her on their team. And Michaela says, they some bitches. And I'm wondering if she'll notice the advantage at her feet. Let that be a lesson to all of us, you know, just to be observant as we can. I guess there are a lot of different things to pay attention to. Of course, the camera aided us, the audience, in noticing the advantage at her feet. But she didn't notice, and no one else noticed except for one person. So even though it seems very obvious to us looking at the way that it's edited, it wasn't obvious. So we'll give my girl a break, but let us all learn a lesson from it. Cirie, Zeke, Ty, and Troyzan are on the same reward team. Cirie has a breakdown because she's physically having some issues finishing the challenge, and the whole team rallies around her, led by Sarah the cop. And I don't know if she is genuinely, having issues, or if she is just exerting and using her social influence and her social pressure to bond with people and connect with people and to draw them into her world. But if she is drawing people in and she has the skill to do that, that is amazing. And after watching Michaela, is it Tea with Michaela B? Hey, Michaela, hey. I'm inclined to think that Cirie has that black girl magic and she just drew them in to her. I don't know, though. But that was, interesting to watch. It got me curious. And, they talk about the fact, the host talks about the fact that Cirie, I guess one of her theme is that she got off of her couch to go play Survivor. So he's like, you got off your couch for moments like this, and she's crying, and, everyone looks so, So I think that Sarah is the one that helped Cirie, or, was the first one to help Cirie. So she set a tone, and Sarah is also the one who found the advantage. She noticed the advantage. She says as a cop, she's going to notice things that other people don't notice. Do you notice when someone's tags are expired? But she does. But there might be some things that I might notice that she might not notice. I might notice how someone's contouring and highlight is put on. Would she notice that? Sometimes the things that we notice have to do with our experience and our worldview or whatever. I might notice microaggressions against black people. Would she notice? I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, Sarah now has this advantage, and she can steal 1 vote starting this tribal council all the way through the final 5. So she says that in the past, people have misused their advantage, but she's going to use her advantage correctly. She's going to use her advantage to her advantage, not to her disadvantage. Okay. We see Cirie and Sarah talking during the anti-reward. That's the group that didn't win the reward. Sierra and Brad are running the show, says Cirie. Can the bottom 5 pull one over? That's always the question on Survivor. Day 6, it's day 6 basically where we're at. So there's an immunity challenge. Troyzan wins. The person who gets voted out will be the 10th person to be voted out and the 3rd member of the jury. Andrea's name comes up again and again, but they do talk about, at least in the edit, how they are so sick of Michaela, but she's not the biggest threat. She's really annoying and she has a bad attitude. And they say that we're going to say we're voting for Michaela, but we 6 are going to vote for Andrea. Andrea, whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I barely know who she is. Sarah feels she's being told what to do and not a part of the final 6. And Debbie makes a big deal somewhere along the point about saying how the 6 of them went into the woods and made a decision together. It's called a democracy and all of that. But Sarah didn't feel that. Sarah felt that she was told what to do. So, and that makes her feel like she's on the bottom of that group of 6. Cirie proposes Debbie, Cirie, and Sarah as the final 3. And that kind of causes Sarah to pause, because Sarah was definitely ready to go over or thinking about flipping from the group of 6 to the group of 5, making the group of 5 a group of 6. And then when she hears that from Cirie, it causes her to pause and think, maybe I'm not on the bottom of the power 6. Aubrey is against Debbie and tells Sarah that Debbie is against Sarah. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff before tribal council where, I never know. And I think that's the design of the editing, of course, to keep us in suspense until the actual voting happens. We think we know what's going to happen, or we might know what's going to happen, or we wonder what's going to happen, but we got to watch and see. That's TV. We watch and see. Watch the TV and see. So Haley and Ozzy are on the jury. Yay! Debbie goes out. I think that Debbie was one of my least favorites. I guess her presence and her personality was kind of strong, so I did notice her of all of the people. So I'm happy to see her go. And yes, Sarah, yes. So my top 2.5, 3 are Cirie, number 1, for going forward. These are people I want to stay on the island for the top final 3. On the island? Is it an island? I got to figure that out. But I want them to stay. I want them to be the final 3. Cirie, number 1. Michaela, number 2. And Popo. The Popo is on the list. Miss Sarah, you're number 3 for now. But girl, I got my eye on you. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous, wonderful day. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Mwah.